Alright guys, back with more.
When he found out that in fact his dreams are going to be shattered and that
listening to the live feed update. Okay, it's already pretty late. It's 11:30, so probably won't record too much. I did say in the last batch of recording that I was going to run some errands today. I ended up not doing that. I did record my brother's video though.
And one of the comments was like, you can literally
I think that
see
took
the
like 33 minutes or so.
through him in these 15 seconds.
I've never paid attention to your square on the video.
So it's like 11:30, so I don't know how much I'm gonna record. Maybe like an hour and a half or so. We'll see.
So in the second round, not the final round, but the second round, apparently it was, Enzo went through, and it came down to the third person to get through was going to be either Cody or Memphis, I believe. And it was incredibly close between the two of them. They had to actually review the footage.
Yeah, I'm currently setting up the oh, is it done? Oh, I guess it's done. I was setting up the premiere project for the Brotherhood video. I guess everything's uploaded. Yeah, I don't know why I have the entire fucking Brotherhood playthrough on me for some reason, like in my archive. It's like I really use the entirety of fucking Brotherhood in my my season ranking. It's like, what the fuck? I think that really just shows like how much fucking work I put into that video.
The most comps, he's won one of each. As he liked to put it last night, he has an HOH under his belt, a veto, and a safety suite.
Okay, so I'll try to edit it tonight. I don't know if I can get it all done. We'll see. It's a 33-minute video is the base recording, is the like raw audio. Mind you, I think there was like a good like at least minute and a half where like I decided to do I decided to like actually look up the miracle, like the Subject 16 message, and like talk about it in a bit more detail.
So that's the plan. That right away, that's the plan. Nothing major is gonna change from that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what everyone's worst nightmare was. What is looking to be coming to fruition. Because obviously, when we talked all the scenarios, the reason this week was going to be exciting, and the reason why Kaser's staying over Janelle is going to be exciting, is because there were less people that were going to go for this outcome. The people that were Cody, and obviously his right-hand man in Enzo probably has the same agenda. Now, do I think it's bad that Enzo won? Because like I said, I thought Enzo was a great match. But I think this is another one of those where Enzo's lucky enough to win this, having a clear target in the house. And because of how well Kaser did do in that first round, he could be like, hey, let's not be MPK lazy with the Lions. Like, he could have won this, but I had to pull it out. I'm the hero. I got your backs. The Meow Meow has some chops, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to help us go further. So again, it's kind of similar to the Tyler win, where there was an obvious target, and again, this makes it be Kaser. I'm upset about it, of course, but also, again, there's still a lot more that can be done. Maybe the next day that could change that. Maybe, depending on the beta, that could change that. So it's not 100% done, so, but it is predictable. Two options that you have to take. It's an interesting scenario. It's definitely very good for Bailey and Devon, who were on the brink of extinction here. And Enzo winning not only keeps them safe, he will not nominate them probably, but if he does backdoor Ian, that's actually a huge.
Yeah, that's good for.
That would be very, very good. Because it lessens Nicole's power. It takes out one of the people coming for them, and it's just overall would be probably best case scenario for them when a lot of things are looking bad. So that's a positive if you're looking for a positive. And so Enzo talks about he also talks about how getting Kevin out would actually be a good move as well. Like if they don't backdoor Ian or if they don't take out Kevin Kaser, then Kevin is maybe a good option as well because Kevin's a number for day. that would not be an ideal scenario for Day and Bay, but honestly, Kevin does nothing for Bay, so, you know, it doesn't really matter. But Enzo is very frustrated with the girls, as he calls them, overall. He's like, hey, come on, yo. These girls need to pick up the weight now. They're not winning anything. They're being sketchy. What's going on?
They're not listening. To win Enzo's heart, what have we learned in seeing him play? He wants his alliance to have the parachutes to bring him to the end. He also wants them to win for him and pave the way forward for him to keep moving. And to him, there's some people that haven't done the work, right? So there's some people that haven't put in the minutes to be allowed to be given the praise. So I think that obviously he's the one that has been talking about maybe like backdooring Danny. Now that he's won, we knew he's not going to be the one to win it.
It's a guy getting
someone
beer.
else to do it. So he says
Oh, wait, to actually learn what they want.
To do something like that, but we definitely have to keep our eyes on him. We definitely have to do something in the future, but not right now. Not this week.
Yeah, it's too soon to do it now, yo. But like, she's gotta go. She's gotta go. And the reason they're talking about Danny in particular is that Cody tells Enzo, he says, look, I'm gonna tell you this, don't say anything. This is a David situation. If you say anything, you're gonna screw my game. Danny approached me just yesterday, and she said, hey, you want to do something crazy? What if we threw 2 rogue votes onto Kaser to blame, to set up Davon and Bailey? And I said, no, absolutely not. And now, today, there's 2 rogue votes for Kaser. And I went up to her, and I was like, oh, hey, so you got someone to vote with you anyway. And she denied it. She said she didn't do it. Like, what are you doing? What, like, she's out of her mind.
I did like so with Danny, I feel like when she gets caught or when she's guilty, she does
Well, that was on
oh my god, like, never do that. But I did like some of the words that came out of her mouth, I mean, not the way she said them. I did like the idea of like, wow, so if we had done it, it would have been fun. Like, just to pretend that I wouldn't have been part of the 2, you're not part of the 2, it would have been 2 other people that have done it. I like that, but again, I feel like Danny doesn't sell her lies.
Fuck. Come on.
You won. I just feel like there's no getting out of this lie.
No.
It's so obvious. Like, you can't propose that you do this and then be obviously disappointed and annoyed with Cody when he won't do it. And then when it happens, be like, oh yeah, I didn't do it. I don't know. What are you talking about?
See, I did want to talk through some scheduling stuff for my other channel.
He turned you down. You were annoyed. You went somewhere else. And now you probably trust this other person more than him.
Oh wait, this just happened to be the same store?
About how she pitched it of like, would you want to do so? Would you be down to do something risky? Are you that type of person? Like, is that something that is in your arsenal? Like, that is too suggestive and that's too clear that you want me to do this thing. You really want me to do this thing.
Wait,
and that's why you're saying it the way you are. So I do think that there's no way of hiding that necessarily. But I did like her belief in herself of like, so if we had done it, it would have been 4 of us. Like, come on. Come on. Who else would have done it? You think other people are thinking to do risky stuff like this? No. No, definitely not.
Yeah, it's like if somebody wants to hang out with me and they're like, hey, wanna get effed up.
Alright, so let's go
like,
to the
phone
really booth.
And then they're like, oh, okay. And then they're like, actually, I've got other plans. And then you see them posting pictures and they're getting effed up with someone else.
Put stuff in the item
like,
box.
Okay, now they're closer with that other person, right? Like, I've been rejected.
2,
I'm not
3,
cool enough
4,
for them. So
5.
now they're going to somebody else. That's the situation.
Yeah, you were not the primary reason for asking to get effed up.
I already forgot what we need to buy. I know sake, whiskey, champagne,
Yeah, didn't matter who it was.
beer, and what was the other one? Oh, that was it, right? I want to buy more shit. Is there anything else? Milk, sushi.
And it interesting to see because, as it is some weeks, not all the weeks, but some weeks, this is a hang-up for the HOH.
Oh, okay, we can do that. I didn't realize we could do that. Okay, so we got 3 of them here.
And I do think that this week, there's going to be some investigation, conversation. Not everyone agrees with this mentality, but there are definitely some people that are going to try and get to the root of this issue.
Yes. So, Enzo, like I said, he talks about like, this week is too early, yo, but she's gotta go. She's gotta go. That's it.
I don't remember which one's which, so just talk all of them again.
I didn't love that Cody was up there talking to Enzo so fast and for so long. Like, he was the first person to talk to Enzo. Enzo was up in the loft area by himself, and then Cody was just like hanging out up there for like, it felt like a good 20 to 30 minutes, when like Enzo's planning on talking to everybody in one-on-ones, and it's such an easy week this week.
What's this?
Like, Enzo is his closest ally. He doesn't need to like get in there.
Oh, Scotch, shit. I pay attention.
Just like,
oh well.
Quick shot with Enzo. What's the plan? Kaser in a pond. Perfect. I'm gonna go chill with everyone else so it doesn't seem like we're scheming. That would be my idea. And I know that people already see Enzo and Cody as close, but like the thing that really solidifies in people's minds that like these two are, you know, controlling the game together is like this period right after HOH.
Oh shit, I should pay attention to that.
Especially if it now seems like Enzo is already set with a plan. Like,
wait, why isn't this guy
he wants to do, which Enzo is probably smart enough to not
okay.
give off, but just overall, I feel like this is one of those things where just like no need to like make it seem like you're.
Oh, we'll use it then. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, as much as people might think
Okay, so wait, what were the other ones? It was champagne from Don Quixote. It was a scotch, and what was this one? Sake.
They value that information. They value that opinion way more than others. So, and like it's very clear, given how Enzo's persona is, he wants to not be bombarded tonight. This is not the night for him to talk. He just wants to chill out. It's been a long day, whatever. So, him talking to Cody and like Cody's one of like two people he talks to. This night is not going to be a good sign. I think Cody knowing he's, you know, we're a final two, we're a right hand man type of situation. He doesn't need that conversation right now. Like, he's safe. So, just let it be, whatever it is, and then tomorrow morning get the debrief, or like you said, if it's a walk
I just want to
past, you know,
see.
whisper situation of, hey,
I forgot there was a map in this game, if I'm being honest.
put a case in a pond, someone
There's Don
comes out,
Quixote.
you goes,
Okay.
like, okay, calm, whatever, and then you walk away. This is too much. You're doing too much when you're safe and you don't need to.
Especially because there's already plenty of heat on Tyler, and I think that if Cody and Enzo aren't careful, you know, Enzo now winning a third competition, Cody being up there with him, people might start to go, look at this duo over here. Tyler's maybe not as dangerous. Maybe it's not Tyler and Cody, maybe it's Cody and Enzo, which is when they don't want that to be known. But just a little nitpick there.
Okay, so
Memphis is gonna talk with Kaser, and Memphis is like, all right, this is what we gotta do. And Memphis is like, I don't know if he's genuinely scared, I don't think so, but he's acting like he might end up on the block this week, and this is like the most amount of like acting that I've seen Memphis do if he's not actually.
well, which
But he says that you should try to get David on the block, even if it's like
which champagne is it?
next to me.
You know, fuck it. Let's just buy the expensive one. I don't give a shit.
Convince them to vote David out because he's been pissing everyone off. And what we should pitch, or what we should try to like insinuate, is like we don't want this guy in the jury.
Mountain Dew. They actually got Mountain Dew in it.
Voting
7
emotionally,
Up.
not voting for the right person in the jury. And then like also like we gotta hang out.
Where do we get sake from?
All the time, like nobody wants to do that. So let's try. And
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just buy both of the whiskeys.
and out.
Or both the champagnes.
And here's the thing. I
Can afford it.
like I'm open to this in the sense that I think that there's some level of I can believe this to be a scenario that would work out for Kaser. Is if David's sitting next to him. If there's a pawn that has to sit next to Kaser, and like Ian's a backdoor target, and then the knobs stay the same, I could see David both be eventually chosen of like, let's just get rid of him, or I could see David dig himself a hole because now he's proved that he's capable of doing that. So this is not bad advice from Memphis, which then leads me to believe, I know he's acting the whole like, I don't think he really thinks he's gonna go up on the block, but I think that
I don't care.
a part of him wants to keep Kaser around at this point. Am I reading that wrong?
I think you're reading it right, absolutely right. I think that Memphis would like to keep Kaser. I think he'd like to keep Kaser for a while, to be honest. I think that he would like to keep him in his back pocket and focus on taking out some other people, especially David, who's coming after Memphis. It makes a lot of sense for him to want to go after him. So I think that he will be working this angle for sure. And so will Christmas, because Christmas also feels good about Kaser.
Let's go.
Christmas is going to talk to Enzo after the HOH reveal, and he says, hey, I really like you, yo. I want to work with you. She's like, yes. She like high fives him because she's Christmas. And he says, I know you're loyal, yo, and you know when to talk and when not to talk, you know. And that's it, you know. You can be, that's you're everything I'm looking for, yo. You got nothing to worry about this week, so you do your thing. You protect me, I'll protect you, yo. So that's.
What do you buy sake at?
This is, Taryn, this is, I believe, love at first parachute for Enzo. This is the first time I think Enzo's ever been like, oh my god.
There
oh my
is
god,
scotch.
I have someone who can be my person outside of my main alliance. And he thinks it's Christmas. I think he's fully convinced it's her.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, I like this pairing, here I say. It's a fun pairing. But I do think that he completely thinks that Christmas is one of his chests.
It's very funny watching him try to work a parachute because he's very obvious about it. And unfortunately for him, Christmas has already been taken. He just doesn't know it yet.
Let's see if there's sake here.
But they're happy with this. They talk about like meeting up after
Fuck
the
game.
And Enzo brings up the rogue votes, and Christmas is like, well, I do know that Bay and Janelle were really close. Enzo asks how she feels about Ian.
Oh, this is fucking.
She says,
Okay.
you know, he played with somebody that was really good. But don't underestimate, like, his ability in competitions, right? He'll win these quiz comps. And in the endurance comps, like a wall, like, he could win those too. And Enzo's like, yeah, exactly, yo, exactly. Can't underestimate this kid. So, Christmas talks about Danny being sketchy. Enzo agrees. And Christmas says,
Alright, let's just head back and then
we'll
figure it out.
And she feels like she can get in his ear. But Enzo says, but if everyone's telling me to put him up, you know, like, what am I supposed to do? She's like, I don't know, is everyone going to tell you to put him up? He's like, Cody, the beast is there in my ear.
Fuck.
Like, you gotta put him
Nope,
up.
I don't care enough.
What am I supposed to do? She's like, well, maybe they won't say that. Like, Christmas wants to save Kaser as well. Christmas is on board with that idea. Bailey and Dave are also, like, they wouldn't mind Kaser being saved, especially for Bailey if David is the other option. So there are a lot of people in the house that actually wouldn't mind Kaser staying, which, you know.
Not mad at it, dude. I'm not mad at it. And like,
Okay,
not
let's
for
see.
my own personal reasons, but I think for some of their games, it makes complete sense
Fuck.
to keep them. I think
Okay,
that
he's the
this
sake
is why
guy.
I'm saying I'm impressed with Christmas. I do think that Christmas might have put in the best amount of work with Kaser outside of Bailey. And Bailey's work kind of comes in a little bit embedded with the Janelle connection. She gets Kaser as like a remnant. But I think that Christmas has done the most organic in-house work with him. And I do think that this is someone that would benefit her having. And I do think that she would have swayed with him. I do think so. I think that, you know, we've got another athletic
I forgot to check how long we've been playing. Oh, it's only 19 minutes.
I could see the fit here. I mean, it's like a Lego piece that's a little bit better, like a different corner, but the rest of the piece kind of looks like ish the same. Like it could work.
Okay, so I still need sake.
I do think this is the right choice for
Where
her.
do I get sake
Trying to
from?
get Enzo with this, and I think Enzo's talked about how he's cool with Bailey. So if Bailey talks to him, and Christmas talks to him, and then Kaser.
Oh, maybe that one.
We can see
There's a
tides
bar
change, but
there.
it's all being said, no way fully that his loyalties live and die with Cody over anyone. So Cody digs his heels. Kaser's at least touching the block regardless of what happens here.
like it.
Ends up replacing
Damn it.
Janelle with Case.
Yeah. Then
That's
imagine
that's
if she wins, and then she gets rid of Danny, and now is she like the complete
What is this?
queen? Is she like dethroned the queen that dethroned the queen? Like,
Fuck.
what kind of usurping levels are we talking?
you know, Christmas Baratheon has come in. She's got her mage in Enzo, who's the red.
No, since we're here, fuck it. Wait, what do you mean I'm too full? Fuck
I
off.
forget now. But alright, that's enough of that. Yeah, Danny and Kaser talk. They talk about David being erratic, and Danny
wanna
says
look
that
up
David
something
being
right
next to
now,
him
but-
on the block would be good for him.
So this is the thing. I was thinking about in March. I currently have scheduled that I want to do a Memento retrospective on the film. However, the more and more I think, all right, let's go to that one. The more and more I think about it, the more it's like, can I really talk about Memento for like 20 minutes? Like, I feel like Memento is something that, like, it's gonna take a lot of time to truly analyze it, to the point where I feel like I would be respecting the film. So in many ways, like, I just don't feel like doing it, to be honest. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do instead is switch that up with a Christopher Nolan film ranking, because that's something I want to do anyway. And by then, I should have time to watch Tenet. So yeah. I didn't even realize that. Russell Hance subscribed to me. At least he finally did that.
Yes. But especially when it's looking like there's no buyback on the horizon, at least for this first.
Oh, there's Sake. There we go, finally.
That's not the case. So it's very. I don't like it. I wish that it would, confirm, hey, it's not happening, but also, then that you're kind of tampering with the dynamics of the game that you've decided are going to be the dynamics of the game.
Yeah, I hope Russell Hance doesn't watch my my top 10 players all time, or top 10 non-winning players all time videos.
But I think that ultimately, Cody is so.
Ah, fuck off.
I'd like to point out that Cody is not that keen on Ian either. Cody is definitely, he's seen the link with Nicole. He's seen how Nicole has a big parachute in Ian that will do whatever she wants. And I think Cody is not intimidated by that, but he feels like he could be replaced, or he could be the subject of an Ian knockout because Nicole doesn't want to take the shot herself. That's my read on it. I do think that the more and more Ian talks like this with Cody, the more and more he's going to move up that list for Cody as well.
And people are wondering, I did in fact talk with Janelle this morning with Rob, and she's not going to miss it. It's not happening. So look out for that. It was a fun one. So yes, Cody is worried about Ian. He's worried about the fact that Ian is loyal strictly to Nicole, and Ian makes that clear. Ian says, Cody asked Ian, like, who do you want out this week? Like, what's your plan? And Ian basically says, I don't really want to rub any feathers this week, so I'll go with whatever everyone else wants. If I win next week, I might go for David, since he's being so erratic, and Nicole seems nervous about him. Nicole also seems nervous about Bailey, so that's another option. Kaser told me that Bailey would put me up, but Nicole is nervous about her, so...
What would be my Christopher Nolan film rankings right now? I'll say pre-Tenet. I need to watch Following, actually. I forgot about that. I've actually never watched Following.
No, I mean, it's not great.
今のあんたみたいに俺らに近づいてきてね。そうだ。登場界のヤクザの方でも俺たちに同じバイト頼んでくることがあるよ。その連中も地上げ屋だ。今時や。
And to be honest, I'll probably end up rewatching all the movies anyway, because I do own all of them, I believe. Outside Dunkirk. I don't know. Actually, do I own Interstellar? I might not own Interstellar. I don't own Interstellar. Either way, I
we're
mean,
gonna talk
それなら
I
チャンピオン
and
街だね
put it on the watch.
よく出入りしてんの見かける
they
よ
talk a little bit about Ian, how he's like,
あの
I feel
辺
like
りは
Ian's,
今
holding
地上げの
back
メ
from
ッカだ
me.
Yeah, I
なんせ
do
小
want
さな
to
飲み屋
know
ばっ
that.
かだから
fact that apparently during
そ
the
この連中を追い出して一手にまとめ上げれば価格と違い売れるんだろうよ
for Kaser
立
specifically
花不動
to
産
win the competition, and
チ
they're
ャン
like,
ピオン街を地上げしているって
what
こ
the
と
hell?
か
多分ね
What is she
た
doing?
だ
She
あそこは
obviously
立花
wanted
不
him
動
to
産だ
win.
けじゃなく
She
て
knows he's coming
登
for
場界の連中も狙っているからあんたみたいなヤクザが言ったらあそこの住人たちに煙たがられるよ
Enzo has
そうか
also been very
参考にな
annoyed
ったよ
with the cheering that
あ
was
りがと
done during the competition and the fakeness. He doesn't like flip-floppers, he doesn't like fakeness, and to him, it was a lot of just cosmetic cheering, and he's not about that.
う。ん
And Dave on went to Kaser. She's like, I was cheering for you, man. Like, Bailey walks in on them talking at some point, and
Okay.
like I guess like gets a weird vibe, and she leaves. And she's like, I'll leave you guys to your canoe.
Oh, that's how you
And
push X to run.
they're like,
That's why.
wow.
Oh, what's this?
All right. Jeez.
It's the choice of words and the way it's said, right? So, Taryn, if you were on this call with someone else, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna leave this for fans, like, oh, you don't need me here. And you'll be like, what is wrong with you? Like, we're just having a conversation. You be a part of the conversation. So it's like a little bit offensive to them, and then a little bit of like, well,
Yeah, so far, I'm enjoying the game.
that we're down to be here, even though we really didn't want
But I feel like narratively, I'm definitely not as invested in it as I was with like Shenmue by this point.
It's exactly what I was
in
saying
it,
yesterday on yesterday's
but,
episode when Bailey and Davon were talking about how they don't fully trust this Cody, Danny, and Nicole sort of like trio, and they think that they're kind of like closer together, and that they're all of that. Like Cody likes Nicole too much, and I was like, I like that they should be nervous about this, but I would rather they blindly trust them and not give away that they're skeptical than be a little bit skeptical and give away that they're skeptical, because I don't trust that they'll be able to not give it away. And this is exactly what I meant when I said that when Bailey comes in and just making that little comment, it gives so much away about like what's on her mind, and they see it. They see it, and they're very concerned about it. Danny is already now thinking that she wants Bailey gone. Because of that moments, Cody says,
Yeah, whatever.
last night she was talking about Nicole, and why are we caring about Nicole's feelings? She seemed very anti-Nicole, and Nicole was like, I knew it, I was right. I knew she didn't like me. And, it's not great.
No, it's not. And I think that it's like equal parts self-fulfilling prophecy, and I know what I need to do, but I can't help myself. Like, I think she fully knows. She's fully aware that I need to not give anything away. But in moments like this, it's frustrating because this is all. Every time she walks in and she sees this like combination of people. It's confirmation of what she knows. I'm on the outer of this. I'm not a part of this. It's frustrating. Oh my god! Again in this room. Again in another room. Like, it's hard to keep that in, but it's so crucial, especially in sensitive weeks like this where things can flip on a dime. You don't want to be the person it flips onto. So it's poor play, but also I feel like she couldn't help herself.
And that's the problem. Like, I feel like Davon and Bailey are like I love them together as personalities, but their games just they don't mesh well at all. Like, Bailey is such a social player, who sometimes like finds it hard to like hide her feelings. Davon is never hides her feelings, but Davon is all about the investigation, and so like with Davon always wanting to figure things out, and then like instill some doubt into Bailey. Now Bailey is having a hard time keeping like the smile up, keeping like the facade up that she still trusts them, and they both kind of end up spiraling down. So it's rough. Now again, it's a good outcome for them. They're gonna survive this week probably, so they've got some time. But it feels like we're saying that every week at this point. Like they've got they got a little more time. in some trouble with a lot of these other people, especially all of Nicole's people. They should really hope that he is this week. So, Danny's also going to talk with Nicole a little bit later, and she is talking to Nicole about how Memphis is actually on her radar now. That, you know, once they hit jury, they're going to have to start looking at these comp beasts, and she's looking at Memphis as the person that she wants to take the first shot at, which is kind of news. That she's been talking a lot about Tyler, but over the last few days in particular, she's mentioned to Cody that she thinks Tyler really trusts her. Tyler has put in some really good work with Ann. When he became HOH, he went to her specifically because she's the one he's most worried about, and he said, hey, us three, you, me, and Cody, we need to move as one, because a lot of these people are double dipping. And he spent a lot of time trying to convince her that he trusts her. At the end of the week, Danny says to Cody, Tyler really trusts me. And now, his name is not on her lips as much anymore. Now she's talking about Memphis as the person that she wants to go after. And she still prefers Cody over Tyler. She says eventually Cody and Tyler will go up after Memphis goes, and we'll get rid of Cody then, get rid of Tyler then. But Tyler, I think, has moved up on her list of priorities to keep in the game. And she has moved down on the list of priorities of a lot of people to keep in the game. So kudos to Tyler for helping, you know, calm that fire.
It doesn't matter what situation Tyler finds himself in. I think that he was last week was evidence that he's able to out-social anybody and out-for anybody. And I think that using the time he had last week with his safety to not only get some, like, strengthen some bonds that he had, but also fix some of the bonds that were getting strained because of David. Like, he ultimately did a lot of work to make sure that his name is not in a bad place. And to be honest, once she goes after Memphis, let's say that happens, let's play that out, I do think there is a chance that he's able to convince her again to not go after him. And, you know, sell the, hey, Cody and Nicole are more of a thing, we need to stick together. I could definitely see that being a thing.
Like, obviously I knew that, I just thought it would be funny. Like,
yeah, exactly. If this is all like if everything she's saying works out and they get that position. And I think it's just more strength to Tyler has the ability to get this kind of stuff done with almost no effort, but with a lot.
Danny also talks about, we were just talking about this last night because Ian headed last night. Danny is like, I'm sick of Ian acting.
Alright, this one I don't know though.
Like acting like he's not a really good player in this game. Like I was telling him, like, Ian, you're one of the best winners of all time. Why are you playing the game like this? You're playing like you don't know what you're doing. And I was like, okay, I guess maybe there's a little, like, Ian does talk about how smart he is all the time, but people look at his game and they're thinking that he's downplaying it. Nicole says, I don't know if he's downplaying his, like, game so much. I mean, I think that I'm controlling him right now, but I do think he'll stab me in the back eventually. I think what's happening, perhaps, with Danny is that she has maybe fallen into the same trap that a lot of the audience did in the season when they rated Ian's game very, very highly, and now that the season's actually happening, they're like, oh, maybe we remembered that wrong. And she thinks that he's doing that on purpose, but in reality, like, he really is, like, every you know, time he talks about who's targeting, it's like, well, Nicole said this, so.
I guess I'll actually try now.
But Danny's not a fan of it, and Nicole, while she does think that she has Ian on lock right now, does not trust him in the long term, so she's like,
This is fucking dumb though.
For now, but yeah, eventually he's gonna stab me in the back.
Yeah, like he does, so outside of his whole, like, game persona that he's trying to have people, like, see is, oh, I'm Nicole's simp, I just do whatever Nicole wants me to do, and that's it, that's the fact of the matter. He also has moments that Danny pointed out, so, it was one of the things where he brought up, he's like, oh yeah, the HOH room last year looked like this, and he
something else that I kind of find funny is that I have this guy that comments on like all my fucking videos, and it's like essentially all of his comments are like him asking if I'm going to do like a video, like a certain video. But what I find funny is that he uses my fucking naming format for like my naming conventions when he does it. Like like when he asks, like, are you gonna do a cast, like, instead of just like asking, are you gonna do a cast assessment for the Amazing Race 32, he asks, are you going to do the video, the Amazing Race 32 dash cast assessment? It's like, I just find that funny. God damn, my throat's like really not feeling great, if I'm honest. Not like a sore throat, but it's like kind of like I'm just like like it just feels like I have like phlegm or whatever. I just like random mornings. I just like have like worse allergies for some reason than others.
Like he talks to
I
Kevin
really don't
like,
know why.
oh Kevin, you poor thing. I mean,
Huh?
Oi.
Yeah, I do find that funny. Oh yeah, that's another thing. We did get word today that PS5, it's looking like PS5 is going to be coming out on November 13th, with Xbox Series X coming out a week before that. That's interesting. Yeah, this guy's so menacing. Oh wow, that really... Fuck. And is willing to protect you. Yeah, the fact that neither of the winners have voted out yet is kind of amazing, isn't it?
But then also, just quickly to the point of like, I do think.
And even then, there's a lot of like second place finishers, and none of them are gone yet either. So Keisha's fourth place, Nicole A was third, and then Janelle got third twice.
Yeah, man, you don't know what you're doing. I'm so good at this class, but then when he's around the A students, I need a tutor. Like I don't really know what's going on. I definitely need your help. So he's like in that middle, but then he's like flexing to the people that he thinks he can get away with it. But then to the people that he knows he has no control with, he's like, oh, I'm just Nicole's henchman. I don't know what's going on.
which, like, I think it should be reversed.
Oh, you get this like dramatic music
right?
now.
I think you should do the opposite of that with each play. But what are you gonna do? So that's basically what we had for the night. Priya, unless you had anything else that you wanted to bring up.
No, I do like, so this season, to just speak broadly for a hot second, I always knew coming into this, my faves are gonna take out my faves. I'm gonna have people I like on this side, I'm gonna have people I like on this. I like Enzo. I've been someone who's been very much enjoying the Enzo journey. And like now he's won the thing, he might go after Kaser, he might take out Ian, heartbreak either way. But if I would put you onto a clip to watch Enzo in his HOH room once everyone leaves. Okay, so everyone leaves, Christmas leaves his room, he's gonna go shut down the lights. He's like,
So obviously I didn't mean to do that mission, but what are we
I
gonna
don't
do?
care, doesn't matter. It's a good clip. If I can pull up the clip while we're doing plugs, I'll put it in the chat for you. So
Okay, where's the save point?
That's how much I believe in this clip. It's just we're poised for a fun week, gang. I know it looks a little bit bleak with the potential Kaser exit, but as one of Kaser's #1 fans, I will tell you that there's some promise still here. There's some hope here. We gotta just keep it alive.
Yes. So that's kind of what we have. I did get the sense from Enzo that I don't think he would mind if Kaser stayed. I think Cody wants Kaser out more than Enzo does.
So we'll end here.
Enzo likes to
Next
do
episode,
whatever he wants.
do another
And,
episode.
I think
Well,
he wouldn't
thanks for
mind if
watching.
Kaser